Hi, I'm Sam Hampton. This is a quickie tutorial on how to use the Pittsburgh 6-inch calipers. Now, a caliper is used to make pretty precision measurements. This is a $2.99 caliper from Harbor Freight that can really do a good job of measuring things you need to measure. It has a millimeter scale down here and an inch scale up here. A caliper works by having a little sliding piece like this that you can take and put something in there, and then to measure the diameter of this. And if you get that out, then you can push this little part up and it will lock the sliding part so that it won't move. If you want to measure the inside of something, you can do it with these two little things on top. And if you want to go down into something, you can measure down into with this little probe here and find out how deep something is if you can't get to the part. We've got a couple of pictures, and I'll show you that if you can see, it's hard to see, but this is the auto lock. There's the calibrations. This little part down here is the vernier. And this little part up here is the vernier right here. And you can interpolate the size of things to get up to 5/100ths of an inch precision. And we'll do that now. I'll show you. You measure something, click on your little tool, it locks your little bar, and then you can turn it over. And I have to use a loop to really get down and see the gradations on this chart here, or a magnifying glass, and you can really tell what's going on. We'll go to the photographs now and see what is going on with the measurement. Here we are, we're looking at the caliper, and this top part up here is the inches. There's 2 inches, 3 inches, 4 inches. On the bottom scale is the millimeters, 30 millimeters, 40, 50, 60, on down here to 100, all the way up to 6 inches worth. Right here is the vernier scale that we try and interpolate the difference of how many 5/100ths of a millimeter or a millimeter. And this is 0, this is 0.05 millimeters, this is 1, this is 1.5, 2, 2.5, all the way up to 1.0 millimeters, which is the distance between 40 and 41. Now, how we interpolate is that we come down here and see that the thing we measured, okay, is 35, 36, 37, 38, but not 39. So it's 38 point something. And how we get the interpolation is that where one of these numbers matches up with a number up here. And if we look, 1 doesn't match up, 2 doesn't match up, 3 doesn't match up, 4 doesn't match up, 5 is just almost matches up, 6, hey, 6 matches up, and 7 matches up. But 8 is under, 9 is under, and 10 is under. So the point measurement, or point millimeter, would be between 6 and 7, and we're going to call it 6.5, which is right here. So the measurement would be 38.65 millimeters. And you can do the same thing on the top with 1/128th of an inch. 1 millimeter is approximately, I believe, a 32nd of an inch. 1 millimeter is 32nd of an inch. So you can just take this bottom vernier scale and interpolate. And as you see right here, 5, let's go back over it. 5 is a little under. 6 is close. 7 is close. 8 is under. It doesn't match. So we're going to call this 65. 38.65 millimeters is the diameter of what we measured. Well, there you go. That's how you use this vernier scale and this vernier scale to interpolate and get a 0.05 measurement correctness of a measurement to 0.05, which is 5/100th of a millimeter with this little instrument. It really is a pretty good instrument. It's one I've used for years and keep in my office, so that you can do that. And like all good carpenters, you want to measure twice and cut once. Thanks for listening.